YouTube? This is DJ with Carrz Garage checking in on you. Haven't posted in a while. It's been a rhyme or a reason behind that. Due to the fact that a couple of weeks ago I was working on one of my cars, and then right immediately after, the next following day, I went to go play a round of golf. That's one of my passions beyond automobiles, and I really tore my back on a par 3. So I was down for about a week and change, and yeah, everything had to be on a standstill from that point for recovery, right? Heat, ice, whatever. But I'm back. We're back at it again. Carrz Garage. We've won some cars at Copart in San Diego, which is where I'm going now. Shooting down there, gonna go pay the fees. I won 2 cars, and I'm kind of happy about it because we're going traditionally back to our roots, like I indicated in my first video, that I really wanted to sit with the daily commuter car, like the average person car. My eyes were a little larger on the first 3 cars, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But we're going to get back to the roots. We're going to go daily commuters, for, student cars, things along those lines. Nissans, Hondas, Toyotas, easy, simple cars, run a long time, and not very costly to fix and maintain. With that said, I can tell you what those cars are. One of them is an 08 Nissan Maxima with 160K on the clock, and the other one is an 03 Nissan Sentra with only 88K on the clock. So both good, clean cars from what I see in the pictures. Remember, I buy these sometimes sight unseen due to the inconvenience of my other responsibilities, that I can't go out to the Copart auctions to put my hands on them, hook up the Carly to it, and make sure I do a proper diagnostics. So some of these are going to be hits and misses, and some are going to be winners, but needless to say, it is it's very interesting, and I honestly find it fun and challenging to get these cars and really dig into them and find out what's wrong with them or what's right with them. So we're going down to Copart San Diego so I can pay the fees, and then tomorrow I have Car Chaser Auto Transport. My guy Corey always helps me with my cars, the logistics aspect of this business. He's going to go out tomorrow and schedule a call to pick those up. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. One call coming in. So that's where we are today. Yeah, it's definitely been an adventure with everything that's going on with 2021 after inauguration, the weather permitting. Now California's Governor Newsom just opened up California again, surprisingly, and hopefully we can get back to from a normal standpoint, able to go out and do things as far as going down to the auto parts store, going to the auctions, whatever the case may be. Some normality behind this. I'm having a great day. It's a beautiful day out, 55 degrees, sunny weather. Not as hot as I like it, but needless to say, it's great. Right now I'm driving in another car. It's a 2017 Honda Civic SI. Really fun car to drive, but not my type of car. The car I'm interested in. So we're gonna get these 2 tomorrow. We'll start with another video. We'll get them at the house. We'll get them cleaned up. We'll do a diagnostics, check the engine oil, transmission fluid, coolant, making sure it all has the proper fluids, check the spark plugs, see if they need to be replaced. But yeah, and then we'll hopefully get them out, get them smogged, and get them on the market for sale. So a nice, safe commuter for someone, and get an advantage of a price point that's not KBB value, it's under KBB value, but still profitable for Carrz Garage and still advantageous for the buyer. Good news is I did sell a car, one of my cars. It's a 2014 Ford Focus. I sold that last week to a person that needed a commuter. It had 97,000 miles on the clock. I sold it for a very respectable price. He got a good deal, and I got a car out of my house off my inventory. I'm not like Carrz Garage. I don't have 20, 30 cars, or Tavares. I don't have that many cars in inventory. Right now I have a whopping 7 cars in inventory. And and we're gonna go through them right now. We'll start with the least. The oldest car is a 2000 Mercedes S430. I bought this car at auction for like 600 bucks, if I remember correctly, after all the fees and everything. And I was gonna keep it for myself, to be honest with you, as a daily commuter. I was gonna keep it and say, hey, you know, I'll use this car as my daily. I don't go too many places that often, but I love the body style. I love the luxuriousness of the S430, how big it is, how roomy, how comfortable it is. I can put things in the trunk, put my golf clubs, car parts, whatever the case may be. When I received the car from Corey, our car chaser auto transport, it was not well represented in the pictures that I saw from the auction. Again, sight unseen purchase, so it is a risk. So that car, honestly, I don't know what we're doing at this point. I had a couple of ideas. I was going to replace some of the components in there and use it as a daily, but the car is beyond that, I think, from my perspective. So what I think about doing, and I want you to leave a comment in the comment section, tell me what do you think I should do, is should I donate it to a charitable, what's it called, auction, or should I give it to like a pick-a-parts location and get some scrap metal and lose a couple of $100 bucks, but you know, it'll be scrap metal and be good for someone to pick apart and build their car up if they want. So like I said, leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you guys think. 2000 Mercedes-Benz S430. All right, let's move on to the next one. The 08 BMW 535. 2 weeks ago, I went to go get it smogged. The battery died. So I'm sitting there thinking to myself, why is my battery dying? Usually a starter or an alternator or something like that. Come to find out, it's the alternator. Again, I'm new at this. I'm kind of handy, but I'm figuring it out as I go. You know, trying to make this all work. Replace the alternator. I didn't take any videos of it. It was bad content. I was there for a few hours and trying to get this alternator out. There was an oil housing reservoir where you put the oil filter in, not like your normal car that is underneath where the oil pan is. This oil filter is on top, so the oil housing filter sits right on top of the alternator. And to get the new alternator in, I had to take out the oil housing. It spilled oil everywhere. There was coolant leaking. It was not a pretty sight. So thank God I didn't take any videos of that. But we got the new alternator in, drove it around. The battery's taking charge. Come to find out, I get an F0330 code, and that I looked into it, and what it came out to be was vacuum hoses. So I had to reach out to Auto House in Arizona they have really good prices, and it's usually fast shipping. So to get those vacuum hoses and clamps, I think I spent like $15 on hoses and clamps. I got about 10 meters worth of hoses, and it's been raining and light snow here in California. You know, snow, California. Look, think about that. So and with my back being torn out, I've been really just holding off on trying to fix that car. But my back feels better. I'm mobile again. I'm getting back into this. So I got the BMW on the driveway, and this week I'm going to replace those hoses, bring it back to the smog shop. It passed everything, but unfortunately the battery died, so the modules for the computer wasn't registering for the O2 sensors, for the catalyst converters, things like that. But everything else it passed. So hopefully vacuum hoses fixes that check engine problem. Utilize the drive cycle for that car, get it smogged, and then put it back on the market for sale. Next car would be the 05 Audi 3.2 A4 3.2 Quattro. That, you know, the funny part is I had that car detailed because I like to get them detailed first to see what I'm looking at. And it's actually really nice, clean car. The interior is really nice. There's a little scratch on the leather driver's seat, but you know, for an 05 16-year-old car, what do you expect? 137,000 miles on the clock. But what I see so far doing a Carly digital inspection from the ODB2 is that the only thing it needs is coolant hoses to be replaced and a power steering pump. That's it. or maybe even just power steering fluid because the power steering pump is low. So with that being said, is my next thing I'm going to do is finish the BMW this week, get into the Audi, and then work on these two cars that I'm going to go buy right now. I think the two cars that I'm purchasing right now really need minimal work, maybe an oil change, some spark plugs, some basic maintenance, but that's it. And they look really clean, they look really well maintained, and even the Sentra had low miles on it. So if it's low mileage on it, hopefully there's not much damage, or any damage at all. But that's where we sit right now, folks. I'm super excited. I'm back into it. I'm mobile again. I can stand upright. I can touch my toes without crying a little bit. But 7 cars in inventory. I got to start getting some of these cars out. Bank account's getting a little dry. Rejuvenate the bank account, and then I can start looking at other cars as well and creating more content for you, the home viewer. I'll take another video tomorrow when Corey delivers those 2 cars for me, and we'll take some content video there. We'll show you the cars. We'll slowly start them, get into them, and I'll keep posting. Again, I apologize for the lack of content being uploaded into YouTube. It's been a rough last couple of weeks, but I'm really excited to get back into this. Remember, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit a like, hit a dislike, leave some comments. That's all fine. I'll respond to all the comments that I can. I really want to be this interactive channel.